this town we call home. Everyone hail to the pumpkin song.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's the Inflatable here. I hope you enjoyed that clip from Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas. Today I have a very special, very cool prototype inflatable, my first ever prototype. This is the 12-foot Airblown inflatable Jack Skellington. I got this off of eBay for $133, that's including shipping, from the seller Castle Law. He's got like all kinds of Gemmy prototype listings, so really cool. Now, before I open it up or unbox it, I want to give you a quick look at the shipping box because it's kind of interesting, especially with a prototype inflatable. You can see the exact name of it. He put the picture of it on the side, taped it, which is pretty cool. Just comes in a standard brown shipping box. Here are the dimensions in terms of centimeters. I don't know why. I mean, we're in freaking America. Whatever. And then it's got some damage on the side, but nothing too bad. I've actually taped up my address with some blue painter's tape. It works. And then it's also 9 pounds if you wanted to know that information. But yeah. Alright, so it turns out I had to time-lapse this clip because it took me for freaking ever to unbox this thing. Like, the tape is crazy. I think there are about 3 or 4 layers of tape. This guy was extremely thorough, which, I mean, I don't mind, but yeah, it takes forever to open it up. That's why I've had to time-lapse this clip, because it would be extremely boring, extremely excruciating to sit through it and watch me struggle opening this, so I time-lapsed it. Go ahead and open it up. Gotta break through the paper and the painter's tape. Shouldn't take much. I say shouldn't, doesn't mean it won't. Alright, there we go. So there's a little bit of damage on the box, not much. And it looks as though I did not cut the inflatable, so that's nice. That's definitely a plus. That would be awful. I would be so sad. Go ahead and dump it out. Pop the legs out. Turns out there's like some green thing wrapped around it. That's probably a prototype thing. Because I've never seen that on anything I've gotten before. Never seen that in my life on any inflatable. That's really weird. I'll see what I have to do with that. Pull the wire out, the cord. I'll get that latch leg pulled out. Gotta close that zipper. So it turns out that when you try to close the zipper with your non-dominant hand and you're holding a camera, it takes for freaking ever. So here's another time-lapse clip. I hope you guys enjoy. Roll it out. This one's more of a roll rather than a spread. I guess just that's how the guy deflated it and put it back in the box, or whoever did it. Here's his hands. I think this is a part of his torso. And then his head should be kind of buried underneath. Yep, there it is. Alright, so we'll go ahead and roll that out. It's pretty big, actually. I know you can't tell on camera, but it is kind of big. Should be spread out enough. So if you recall earlier in the video, those green things attached to the bottom tether loops are not supposed to be there. I've actually had to cut them out. You can see with this one I did not do too great a job with it. These other two, this one right here, I did pretty well. I mean, you can't see much damage. And with this one I did pretty well too. And actually the top one, the top right, at least with this view of the base fan, the tether loop, it didn't have one at all. So I lucked out when it came to that. You know, I only had to cut out 75%, not the entire thing. But now, let's go ahead and inflate it. Plug it in. So it takes like 10 seconds for the motor or the fan to actually like warm up and go full power, if you will. It doesn't inflate slow, it inflates relatively quick. So really no problem there. Due to this inflatable's lack of stability, I actually had to edit the previous clip and this clip together to make like a full inflation, because it fell over and it took me like 10 minutes to find the sweet spot of it standing straight up. So now that I've found it, I'm really happy with it. It's a great design. It appears taller than it actually is. It's 12 feet. It seems like 13 and a half if you ask me, but really, really nice. Here's a look at the top half of Jack. He looks really amazing. It's just the classic design, obviously, but I still think Gemmy knocked it out of the park even with this prototype. This shot right here I typically do with my Reapers that I have, but I figured I would do it with this one because of the overall position that his arms are in. I just think it looks really, really cool. This paper material back here is actually something that they use for the bottom of the Reapers that I own, the 16-foot ones. I don't really understand why Gemmy would put it on Jack because, at least personally, I do not feel that it correctly or accurately depicts his image. I feel like they could have done something a little better. I don't know what, but it feels a little off. Here's an up-close look at his face and or head. He's just got the typical Jack Skellington facial design. And then his bat bow tie, which is like 3 feet wide. It's like the biggest bow tie I've ever freaking seen. It's pretty funny. And then the light string, because I can't reach, obviously I can't reach 12 feet and I don't feel like getting my ladder out, I have actually just decided to lay him down and put my camera inside of his zipper, which sounds really weird, I know. I went ahead and deflated him because he was laying on the ground. He's got 2 tether loops in total. You can see here, nothing really special about him. But yeah, there you go. Here's just a scan of him to take in all his detailing and his, like, 7-foot stripes. Really sharp looking. Just a great inflatable. I absolutely love it. I'm so happy with this purchase. Unfortunately, he does have some scuff marks on the front and back of him, which is nothing really to stress over or stress about. It's just, they're there, you know, like in the daytime you can hardly see them, at least from a street view, and at night you're sure as hell not going to be able to see them, so nothing really bad. Alright, so this is the side view of this inflatable. I bet you weren't expecting it to be leaning this far forward as it really is. I definitely wasn't expecting it. When I came over here to get the side view, I was like, holy crap, it's leaning this much, and you would never be able to tell, or at least I wouldn't, because I didn't, from the street view. I can't believe that it was leaning this far. Like, no wonder it fell over so many times. It's crazy how it leans, but I guess this is what it looks like from the side. And then here's the back view. It looks like really weird from the back, or at least I think so. Like the head looks enormous. Well, this is where I will leave you. If you enjoyed the review of my first ever Gemmy inflatable prototype, please consider giving this video a like. If you are new to the channel, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out, stay safe, bye.